Radio Democracy 98.1. We believe in no political party. We have no region. We have no tribe. We believe not in social or class standing. We believe in democracy. We believe in the rule of law. We believe in good governance. We believe in people. Our people. We believe in serious.
Right, the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. It's exactly 7:30 from us 2 o'clock station as we bring come to your news and current affairs program. Good morning, Salon. Continue for listening to 98.1 FM as we get so much more information for your station.
From New Englandville studio, good morning and welcome to the last edition of the program Good Morning Salon for this week, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today na Friday, March 13, 2026, and where they bring come this edition of the program Good Morning Salon come to you. My name na Yeno Kabia.
And my name na Chengo Jalo. Good morning. Inside the program this morning. And my name na Chengo Jalo. Good morning. Inside the program this morning, according to the Global Partnership for Education, they appoint President Julius Madabio as champion for sustainable education financing because of the reform them we President Bidon do na the education sector from 2018 to date. The Chief Executive Officer of the National Consumer Protection Commission, Lawrence Bassi, don't say what report we Standards Bureau do show say but 47 barrels of ethanol them we cat could use for make rum, no good for use. And today inside the program with the Democracy, we talk to the entertainment ambassador Dennis Amarat Jallo. We can talk about what the entertainment industry they do for promote the industry and business go before.
Well, this is another story than the inside the program for you. Members say they listen to we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and our Leo Rock Metal Group. They support Radio Democracy for bringing the program Good Morning Salon come to you and powered by AfriCell. And self they listen we live from Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koinadugu District, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 101.3 na Pujon District, Radio Colente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kailaun, Vopad Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sandor on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro Pujeon District, Advocacy Radio Putloko District, Radio Katsbami on 106.7 na Tonko Limba, and Art FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District. The program na Good Morning Salon, and you self get the opportunity for be part of the program by way how you go send a text message to the number 077 981 981, or you go to already Democracy Facebook page. As today we did talk to the entertainment ambassador Dennis Amarat Jallo, where people they call Cow de Nero. We go talk about the entertainment industry and the team where it don't do for push this industry go before. The program now Good Morning Salon. Members say they listen we live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, or you go on our YouTube page and drop your comments there for sake of the thing we will discuss inside the program today.
The program indeed na Good Morning Salary come to you from a broadcasting house in New Englandville. So they wait to studio guest with the go na the program and start for look at issues. Go say the Vice President Dr. Mohamed Jule Jallo says strong institutions, sound policy and partnership go make the country them na Africa achieve decent work system. A talk this will be the keynote address inside the 52 Africa Regional Labour Administration Center Governing Council meeting and high level symposium with the team advancing decent work in the platform economy. For more on this, we join Ademi Jackson.
Different reports show say after we country them na Africa be get independence, one challenge where them be the face now how for address issue them like high unemployment and underemployment, weak labor administration system, poor industrial relation, lack of skilled manpower and other one them. Because of this make inside 1975 with support from the International Labour Organization and UNDP, heads of state them na Africa be agree for set up the Africa Regional Labour Administration Center, where the center they for give strength to labor administration and also develop labor policy among member country them. This organization make up of 18 members and Salon na one per them country them here. Every year the governing council of the Africa Regional Labour Administration Center, when at the highest decision making body, can meet na different country for look at past activity, talk about labor issue where they affect Africa country. And this year na Salon turn for host the 52nd Africa Regional Labour Administration Center governing council meeting and high-level symposium. The theme for this year meeting, advancing decent work in the platform economy. This meeting bring together labor ministers, heads of labor organization and other body them na Africa. Where in the talk, the Minister of Employment, Labor and Social Security, Mohamed Gaman Sware, talk more about this meeting and waiting the hope for achieve.
We're really pleased for play host to other African countries there for the 52nd edition of the African Regional Labour Center. This is a high-level ministerial meeting. Today, we don't get a lot of issues there. Yesterday, for example, we get a symposium on the platform economy. Because the population, they explode, we get something we call for Africa, the youth bulge. We get boku young people there, we not get jobs. So the platform, digital app, don't they provide an opportunity for people to get jobs. But that job then they not get protection, they get challenges. They not get collective bargaining rights. So they even knowing the employer and a challenge. So they get boku challenge there. Now then they make the ALAC. And the world they think about how do we manage it. Other countries there, in the other regions of the world, they don't they put legislations there in place, regulations there for manage them and for protect their citizens and they were in the platform economy, the gig economy. This conversation largely there about this. This year, not the ILO, not the 3 meter one day. But Africa won't forget a united, solidified, and influential position. So we'll speak with one voice. So this is a part of efforts then for build a consensus, a united African voice.
The chairperson for the Africa Regional Labour Administration Center and also Minister of Employment Labour na South Africa, Nomak Osazana Med, say the meeting come the right time. We make a call for more collaboration among countries them for address labour issue.
We meet at a pivotal moment. This 52nd session is not merely a routine meeting. It is a strategic crossroads. The world of work across our continent is being reshaped by digitalization, demographic shifts, and persistent challenges of informality. To navigate this, we must strengthen our institutions and deepen our collaboration. But more than that, we must be honest about the challenges facing this very institution. We must candidly confront the issues of financial sustainability. Like many regional borders, ARLEC is feeling the ripple effect of a subdued global economy, with International Monetary Fund now projecting the gross domestic product to grow at only 3.3% for 2025-2026. This context has led to significant funding reductions from traditional partners, including our long-standing anchor, the International Labour Organization.
Inside in your talk, the Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo, say country them na Africa for work together for CC, then put better system for achieve decent work for citizens them na the different country them.
You will all agree with me that global interests are changing and Africa, particularly our region, is not immune from the impact of these changes. This meeting is the testament of the importance of coming together to assess the challenges we continue to face and the opportunity to explore innovative solutions in a fastly changing environment, particularly as it relates to labor governance and administration. It is now evident that strong institutions, sound policies, and viable partnerships that will enable us to safeguard decent work, promote fair labor practices. This meeting comes very handy for a country like Sierra Leone, given the significant step we have made as a government in this country in relation to providing the environment to promote fairness and decent work.
The Vice President also talked about some of the things them where government don't they do for address labor issue them in the country.
In 2025, we convened our first ever National Labour Conference with the theme Shaping the Future of Work, Innovation, Digital Transformation, and Just Transition to chart strategies for employment creation, workforce readiness, and resilience in the digital age. Together, we reaffirmed our commitment to strengthening labor institutions, promote decent work, and ensuring inclusivity. Building on this momentum, Sierra Leone stands ready to contribute to this continental dialogue. Equally important today is how digital transformation is affecting work patterns and conditions. Digital platforms are reshaping the way people work, creating new opportunities for entrepreneurship and income generation. It is also evident that online market platforms are expanding rapidly, and state interventions to enhance regulation is vital. As a government, we have to ensure that the platform economy strengthens, not undermines, the values of equity, justice, and solidarity that institutions like ALAC has been championing for quite some time.
The Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallow, and for assure member country them, we present at this meeting say government ready for implementing recommendation them. We don't go pull from this meeting from the Society for Radio Democracy. Adeyemi Jackson, the report.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. Members say inside the program today, we go talk to the entertainment ambassador, Caudinero, we Amara Dennis Toure, they call Caudinero. We will talk about the different things them when don't do na the entertainment industry as the entertainment ambassador. As we wait for them, when they on the way they come, we they continue to look at issues them inside the program. The first vice president na Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, say in glad with the facility they wait in see na the JMB Hospital and Health Information Hub na Freetown. We should say salon they make efforts for address well body challenge. Professor Yemi Osibanjo talk this for sake of one work away in Kanduna salon for nobody improvements them where the country well body sector don't make inside the past year them. For more on this, make we listen to a reporter Karifa to Conte.
The first vice president for Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, now one of the African leader them, we get interest in the well body sector, and during in term as the Nigeria vice president under the first President Muhammad Buhari, be they in charge of climate change impacts on health in Nigeria. After in retirement, Professor Yemi Osibanjo continue for showing interest in the well body sector. We're making the work na different parts na Africa now for know wetin dey happen na the well body sector. And Salon don't be the first country in Africa when don't come. Also, I go na the Julius Malabio Pediatric Center of Excellence and the Health Information Hub, where the Ministry of Health be launched this BNTM for get data on maternal and child health in the country. But waiting an observation was the country health system. Professor Yemi Osibanjo.
I think first, it's a very impressive facility, not just for the facilities that are available there, but for the professional capacity that is also there. Several very well-trained medical personnel, not just very well-trained, but also committed. From our discussions with them, evidently they are, devoted to providing high-quality pediatric care. And because it's specialized, obviously a great example for our countries all over West Africa. So it's an excellent model, and I was very, very impressed with the quality of the facilities and the quality of the personnel.
The Julius Malabio Pediatric Center of Excellence now one pan the facility them where the first vice president in Nigeria been go waka for know the different service them where this hospital they give to special baby care na the country. Make the medical superintendent na the JMB Hospital, Dr. Aisha to Mustafa, been talk about the different service them.
Pediatric emergency, pediatric surgery that has 2 operating theaters, pediatric oncology that has 10 beds, a special care baby unit that accommodates newborns less than 28 days with a neonatal intensive care unit of 10 beds, KMC unit, pediatric intensive care unit of 12 beds, and a high dependency unit of 24 beds. The hospital also has a specialized outpatient department that provides outpatient services, and in this unit we also have diagnostics for ultrasound, electroencephalogram to look at the electrical activities of the brain of children, and we have electrocardiogram also to monitor activities of the heart, and other services as well. We provide specialist outpatient services for pediatric neurology, in which we see epilepsy children, neurodevelopmental problems, other mental disorders, and also we also provide services for the newborns that have been delivered and admitted in our unit.
Where in the talk about waiting this mean to the country, the Minister of Health, Dr. Stindembi, been talk about how this worker go help improve issues in the country well body sector.
So Professor Osimbanjo is looking to be the champion for climate change and its impact on services, on agriculture, on education, on health, on all of these components. And I think his voice will be very important. He's seen what we're doing here. He appreciates and understands what we're doing here. He'll encourage us to do more. But at the same time, he wants this to be a model for other Africans who are looking to see the change the health outcomes for themselves.
As Salone are the first country in West Africa, where don't start for Waka, make the first and vice president in Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, been talk about waiting next after this Waka as Salone.
But what we hope to do is that by looking at the institutions and looking at how domestic support is being gathered, we can then see how catalytic funding can be brought to bear on domestic resources that are already being generated. So really it's an attempt to see how, as you know, these days, aid is drying up everywhere. So how do you continue to attract support? And I think that one of the very important parameters for that is what is being done domestically, which is why this facility is important, because it is one of those examples of how locally you can do a considerable amount of work.
Professor Yemi Osinbajo end up assure say and go work with government through the Ministry of Health for implement development program them we go improve the country well body sector. For Radio Democracy, Mina Karifa to counter the reports.
The program we listen to na Good Morning Salon, they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM right now, broadcasting house in New England Vale. And inside the program, as we wait for the entertainment ambassador Caldinero, we still continue for look at other issues. The Chief Executive Officer of the National Consumer Protection Commission, Lawrence Bassi, don't say by the end of April this year, if CADCO no improve their warehouse and they keep the ethanol within the use for make rum, the Commission will seize all the products them. It talked to the National Consumer Protection Commission, meet with some government body then for talk about the report with Stallone Standard Bureau do said and found out say, but 47 barrel them we CADCO they use for make rum not in good use. For more on this, I will now report. The National Consumer Protection Commission, now a body where the government of Salon set up inside 2024 with the responsibility for protect consumer their welfare now the country. Now for sake of this make this be anthem, the Consumer Protection Agency, when a civil society organization body, bring one attention to the National Consumer Protection Commission, but alleged expire ethanol them na CADCO with this company, then they use to make rum. For sake of this, make the National Consumer Protection Commission be intervene and try for look inside this matter. But for determine if them products here so will they use for make rum na CADCO don't really expire, the commission being for ask Standard Bureau for come and investigate if the ethanol them don't expire. Fast forward to the investigation, the report don't come on. For sake of this, make the commission being get one engagement with member them at the Salon Fire Force, Standard Bureau, ONS, Ministry of Trade, and serve the Consumer Protection Agency for explaining them but what in the report say. Lawrence Landy Bassi, now the Chief Executive Officer and the National Consumer Protection Commission at Salon, it tell member them but what in the report say.
The detailed certificate of analysis attached to this report below is a summary of critical findings. Appearance that the alcohol is visual, clear, colorless, clear, colorless. Ethanol content is 59.2%. Minimum should be 95%. Means that there is a significant drop in the potency of the alcohol. That's what this result is saying. Total solids is mentioned and acidity is also mentioned. So I think this just affirms what we discussed at the meeting, that alcohol or ethanol does not expire. Based on the storage, its potency drops. And here we see clearly from the report from Standards Bureau that it was supposed to be 95%, but now it is 59.2%. Means we cannot use it, or CADCO cannot use it to make alcoholic drinks.
From the report, the Chief Executive Officer for the National Consumer Protection Commission, Lawrence Bassi, also say they don't recommend to CADCO for move their warehouse na the current location outside now because that place is not good for the safety of people.
Action point 3. It says the ethanol storage facility at Clienttown must be located. A 3-month period is approved for relocation effective 1st February. Effective 1st February, we've done February, we've done March. So it should be this April. Yes, you have the end of April to deal with this. And we mean it, as government, you have to deal with it. Okay? So you have more or less a month and a half to deal with it. Otherwise, we will forcefully remove them for you.
From this, the CEO be open the platform for make people talk about what they think about the report. And as whistleblower them for this particular issue, the Consumer Protection Agency not been satisfied with the number of barrels where the Commission say na in the investigate.
And again, I have a concern. And you have the quantum of the products. Last time we went to CADCO store, the quantity we saw from the store is over 200 barrels. Now, if the Commission said that we only saw 47, we want to see where the balance goes. And again, we make an event inform. We are CADCO PRO then sign. We have that event inform. Sign the document and the product, it was over 200 barrels. We want to know where the balance goes.
Okay, let me make this categorically clear here. That since we stepped in as NCPC, what we have in our files and records is 47 barrels of alcohol.
Now, with the statement here, so this meeting being come to an end, but one thing being clear now that the Consumer Protection Agency, when are the whistleblower for this case, not been satisfied with the way the meeting go, as they're concerned on the number of barrels. Now, one way they're not satisfied with the answer where the CEO give them, and self-belief say the CEO not make them talk most of the thing them where they want for talk inside this meeting. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nachong Jalo, the report.
Well, the program when you listen to now, Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Earlier on inside the program, we read one power headline story and say we go talk today to the entertainment ambassador when Amara Dennis Toure, where people they call Cow Dinero, where they can talk about in journey, in the then waiting don't do. As the ambassador of entertainment na salon and different in them we get to do entertainment business na the country. For sake of that, I want to welcome Cow Dinero inside the studio. Good morning and welcome to the program, Ambassador.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Okay, continue for day with me. Well, Amara Dennis Toure Jalo, where people they call Cow Dinero, na leading hip-hop artist na salon, we born na Lunge, Potloko district. Also starting music career inside the early 90s and be later from the Black Leo Entertainment Group. When one of the leading group them, Cow Dinero don't contribute for promote local music them and self don't represent salon at the international stage. Also don't do plenty thing them and Cow Dinero na one part the artists them we don't mentor plenty young artists them we in camp hip hop business. Cow Dinero gets over 10 album them. In first album na Black Leo for Life, second one Stories from Freetown, the third one King of Freetown, and other one them. For second contribution the way don't do na the entertainment industry, make President Julius Maada inside 2021 be appoint him as ambassador for entertainment and investment. Where this means say if for promote the entertainment industry, work with different artists them and serve bring come global opportunity, we go put salon entertainment na the global stage. Well, with that small background there, we don't give about Cow Dinero. For somebody we go listen, you for the first time as they don't hear you song and on the radio for can talk about you musical career and the thing that we don't do. What you go and say to people about Cow de Nero?
Well, I really happy about the opportunity for able to speak to the people in this morning. I feel like, Cow de Nero is Sierra Leonean, like you say, born up at local district, Lunge, attend the St. Edward Secondary School. I consider myself as one of the foundations of salon music. This not before Jimmy B came to salon in the 90s. Now women, they do the talent shows, then we able create a scene before they go to America in the 2000s, and where I go there and not relent, just continue for work. But the fire we always they born inside me now for see how best we can they, on the global scene, they compete with the rest of Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya. It's very difficult, but that's the yearning what gets inside me now for compete, now for make sure say the name Sierra Leone, all the stereotypes, all the negative thinking, them the perception we they get about our country can wipe away through music, and not easy because now you want to get vision, you get that goal, they knock on doors, but that is what I want to accomplish to Osai, because I believe say one green person can able change then mindsets than they on a global front, Bob Marley Duam, Fela Kuti Duam for Nigeria, so somebody get for Duam for Salone so that they will think about you in a positive light.
Somebody we born from Lunge, come Freetown, attend the St. Edward Secondary School, and you did into music. So what thing be inspire you for coming to music?
Well, I've always been a very artistic person, even as a youth, as a kid growing up. Always they do my own comedy, me comics them while I'm in the primary school. I did into theater arts. I'm actually begin acts before I begin doing music. So growing up, coming to Freetown, attending St. Edward's. St. Edward's been very huge in the 90s, entertainment business. We come to being informed about what's happen in music now the world. We get friends and peers, then we look out magazines them. So we mean really then in the social media no day. Then I discover my talent, I begin discover my talent, say, I actually get a knack for do music, through some other friends them who create a group, we begin go for talent shows them, then everybody begin come to me and give me a positive feedback, say you are very good at this, and me not to possibly like for go halfway in anything. I'm very passionate about anything what I do. Even before music, I like football. What I mean, I like football. I know all the players who they play for Ashanti Kotoko, the Arts of Oak, African Sports, Eastern Lions. This now in the 90s as a young kid.
You not be a fan no more.
Fan. Just wake up at football in the 90s. I know about all the team in Africa. Arab contractors. I was passionate about that. Then my attention switched to music. I begin doing my research, passionate about that. So I'm always like that, Anything I put me out to, I know they go halfway, I they go all out.
A colleague in the intro, where they introduce you just now the program, and make mention, say you don't know the industry for the last 2 decades. You don't be the most consistent artist. Year after year, they do a show and the show they jump back. What don't be the secrets behind that one day?
Well, it's just about knowing how to recreate yourself or rebrand yourself, because go just be the same way from start to till this point, because most of the people who I start with, they're not there right now, they're not relevant, they don't fade away. But me always learn how for, rebrand myself, how for make sure say I get something to keep the fans their attention going, like I can give you a simple example. Look what we just come up with, the Sal vibes. I don't get the whole industry excited. We try to create a signature sound. You're not going to partake in kind thing and the way the industry not go remember about you. Because you always they push the envelope, you always they come up forth with some new ideas them. So you always go be at the front of the conversation and things.
Darling, one way plenty people not go take away from me for the fact they don't be consistent when it comes to salon music industry. So the salon music industry and the thing we they do, you don't be consistent so far.
No
but
doubt.
Again, the criticism all around the place and the fact say many Sierra Leonean artists them no longer that kind of international recognition they compare to the Ghana and Nigeria.
Well, yes, we go against the drain. We are a country of 7 or 8 million people. Ghana is probably like 50 million people. And these are people who will get purchasing power. This not people who are able to go shows them like in the diaspora, the Ghanaians and the diaspora, then they support their artists, them genuinely, the Nigerians not for talk about 200 million people, so it can very disingenuous way we compare ourselves to them people and they, because we get a long way for go. When it comes to support system, we get a culture now where most of we admire foreign things than what we get. We not get that nationalistic approach in things. To how they be like say, this is ours. This I for support them. I'm obligated for support this. I for follow every salon artist, na TikTok, na YouTube. Most people let me check them phone, na the video and Nigerian artists, and then they follow. But that is very counterproductive. Just as a Sierra Leonean, the passport we carry, the ID card we carry, take them upon yourself. Say, you know what? No matter how the guy are like or how they look, they say the musician are not better, but how they follow them all. Add to the numbers. It starts from there. So Ghanaians and they do it how they talk about so. Ghanaian Sarkodie just full up the I think the O2 Arena in England. Then get the Ghana flag, they fly. The Ghanaians and they make sure they pull themselves through for support. It's like a national thing to them. We don't get that. No side we lost that.
So Cowden, we don't know the entertainment industry for over 2 decades now, and you don't talk about the support system. So I think say we get it wrong as a nation for supporting we artists them.
Well, plenty, sir. Plenty people, them rightfully so, some man get the right reason why making all the support salon artists. I not go bash at them people and they, because some man feel like, artists they don't join politics, So people and get their own reasons then why they choose not for. But but for the better good, they push all salon artists for make the best music as well. Because the music they kill all and kind thing and they, the more you continue for work, and now I'm very proud about all the new songs the way they come out. You get this guy Legacy, the Money Necessary. We get new hit songs them when they come out at the industry. We don't begin get people in back excited, because back in 2000 when Manzo them they do TT only hit songs, and the people they don't really think about all the other things them. Then just focus on the good music and support the artists and the industry. So let's get back to that. The artists they left the blogging for the blog and social media too much for just they try for do it in the fans then they do. Young work like for going to studio, make good songs, put out continuous good music, and they kill all the arguments and all the misconception about we.
One possible plenty people get perception about say Cowden na one way not the mingle Cowden when somebody then go don't start, you get Black Leo at the end of the day, then go scatter and come out, Cowden na this and that. But you still consistent and you still get one of the biggest fan base when at the Black Leo, and they do that they with online talk there where people on the talk saying a Cowden, but you still maintain and they do the thing. So it will make up of them talk they open and keep talk in any way. You don't feel one day you say I feel disappointed at the way say I don't people they talk to me because of the kind contribution what don't do in the entertainment industry.
No, I think say it come with the territory, me don't prepare my mind already. I know the people them, I know Sarkomot, I know the country where I belong, and I feel like for say, it happened in America as well. When you think about Jay-Z, when he begin succeed now the hip hop world, every other rapper begin come at him. Everybody begin challenge him. Everybody begin go after him. Fat Joe, 50 Cent, G Unit, all the big rappers. Them. So it comes with the territory. So you don't can bother me as much. For the thing where they say I know they mingle, people can forget say I don't famous for 25 years. So the thing where certain artists the faithful do, they go na crowd can full up on them, or pass so they see them, or go buying so raise unnecessary attention. Me don't do anything and they like 15 years ago, I don't tire with them. Now I want for their home, play with me picking, maybe do things the way Papa for do. Not so certain things they not face me again, So not to say I know like social or I'm an introvert or I know they mingle. I get people that they mingle with, and when it's necessary, they see me out there when I need for do them, and plus it save you and protect you from a lot of unnecessary issues.
Okay, the program we listen to now. Good morning, salute. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Ambassador Dolly, they quick and take commercial break, and we'll come with the continue from Musa Stop.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy with Million Online Bank. and million mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Eds Alive. Pay other bill them and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store or go on Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering God.
You been feel say it no go be, I tell you say it must do am, and anytime where it do am so, you know say na in do am. I dey talk about Balestino Computer Shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street and Tribo John Street Bo, then Bonanza, Usai, all waiting there na den shop, can reduce palm price, where can make people feel say na giwe Balestino de giwe den tin and day. Well this time, Balestino glad for tell you say na double bump bonanza e get. We mean say e get the Ramadan bonanza and the Easter bonanza. Laptop, desktop computer, TV, iPad, iPhone, AC, bag, musical set, computer accessory, electrical and electronics equipment them all go down pan price we go make you at gladdy. Run go 110 at the shop na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street and Tribo John Street Bow. No Fredo, as you go na the shop, say na the bonanza bring me come. Can't see where the stuff then they run for sell give you. Because Palestino in Ramadan and Easter bonanza na in one grand kinduam. You know the secret behind this bonanza? You will get shop can go save na Palestino in shop and buy all waiting there inside the bonanza for let you save go make profits na the shop. Telephone 076 565432 077 805898. Palestino International. Don't ready for let you self make money for yourself because this bonanza na real bonanza.
Welcome back to the program. Good morning, Salo. We bring this program country this morning. My name is Nachang Jalo.
And my name is Yeno Kabia. Good morning.
Okay, we come back to Ambassador Caldinero. You talk about one thing way na the lack of support. In your words, we make international the international stage able for welcome artists they made. This law will flip the coin. Other people say don't they accuse it, say you know don't they give the requisite support to more Sierra Leonean artists them.
Well, I believe say that what that statement is not true and not factual, because there's facts to it that I'm the most collaborated artist. We come to assisting me colleagues them in collaboration. The best way you can assist artists them now for collaborate with them, share your platform with them. Now for make sure say you grab some youths the way they come up, get in the platform, help them with music, take them on tours, put some money in their pockets. I don't feel say anybody.
And
do
then
that.
some YouTubers don't they accuse you say they pull them down back when they want to get some kind of recognition we perhaps get it.
I mean, how can I be pulling them down if we had to share my platform with them? It's self-explanatory. If I had to take you go book Kenema on show with them book out the Nero, where the money all for can to me. Kema no they do that. Famous no they do that. MRC no they do that. But me they do that. And me always people they accuse. So sometimes it's.
But you have about the accusation, right?
Like it's just fabrication. It's like when people they defend something for stick by you. They don't look left, look right, nothing order for say. So then they fail on land kind here. And people are very ungrateful, Certain people you can still help them. Now I make beaucoup big artists, they shy away from that. They know they try for help no underground artists. Most people can be like, oh, help with the underground artists. But as soon as they help them, they begin to get small attention. Now you're in competition. Now you want for like begin give bad name.
Anything wrong with that one day for compete with you?
What's that?
Anything wrong for compete with you?
I mean, now you go compete with the person who give you the platform. If somebody give you a platform, you're supposed to respect and honor them. You can compete musically, but not compete per se. They try for bring them down to say you stand up. That's wrong competition. That's negative competition. Positive competition is okay. Compete with you mates them. I know they say passing and that name they go through because I'm very confident in my skin. I know say what they do is very tough for defeat them. But I just say general terms now make beaucoup people in the shy away for help young artists them. Because most of the time people are very ungrateful, people are very unreasonable, you know, and then definitely, you know, they get the payback. You get the negative feedback them.
So Ambassador, talking about the artists that we don't collaborate, we don't help with young artists, then how that some of the artists there we don't collaborate with?
Beaucoup. Before I do the song Hakuna Matata with I-Tribe, nobody know me Sabiam. Before I do the song Baby Love with RJ, nobody know me Sabiam. Before I do the song Can't Let You Go with me ex Del Vacchio, nobody know me Sabiam. Melody, they don't tie up with them in Sabian and McKinney and Northern Province, but until we do that song, then I almost Sabian at the salon. You guys understand? I get the largest fan base.
Quick one, sorry for cutting. You also, some people will also mention LJ until you do the remix with them. Money in a bank.
Well, until you don't say that
no,
now.
People, I quote people.
Until you don't say that.
You subscribe to that one day?
Of course. That's
say,
just the
now
fact.
you make them sabi LA after the Money in a bank.
No, I'm not going to say that I make them sabi because you already me don't pull the same song before a year ago. But I contribute. Like I always say, I contribute. Just like I contribute by plenty people in career. You know, but I understand, you know, they say you wear the crown, now you feel the load, now you they throw stones at. So the stones they always go come at me, but me conscience very clear about the good things they what they do.
Okay, Caldinero, for second thing we don't do now the entertainment industry be make inside 2021 President Biobi appoints you as the ambassador for entertainment industry. Receiving this appointment now one way plenty people get their own perception but and all. So first of all, talking about this appointment coming from the president and you know artists we get your fan base then we get within a different political party them in accepting this, how you been feel for so then be appointed as this ambassador?
Well, you know, I mean feel good and I mean see the challenge. I know say again for be challenging, but me not possibly not afraid, you know, challenges, you know, I know the afraid obstacles because throughout my career and then I don't deal with, you know. So once His Excellency give me the appointment, you know, the first thing what I do now for create a board of entertainers them, we will come together for identify with problems them, see what we need for do, you know, but because of politics, and they go back to that, you know, people them association in different political parties or ideology, you know, it make them a lot difficult because everybody, I don't get meeting where they talk about an auditorium with my fellow colleagues them. When somebody look me in the eye say that a 50-year plan cow. Forget about anything that 50-year plan. Imagine something we think we will achieve. You know, so you vision, you can get your vision, you get your idea. The next man in for right now with the think, the next man not only you succeed because he gets your own political ideology. So many things then come into play. But notwithstanding, you know, we don't do so much engagements them. You know, we do the conference now City Hall where all the entertainers then come together, you know, we consult each other and we come up with some recommendations that we feel say the government can able help you with. You know, one of the recommendations we will come up with now for later we able support you for become a commission or a directorate. Because if we become a commission, a directorate, then that day we will get budget allocated to we, you know, for we activities them. You know, like right now I don't do the Sal Vibes, right? And the trend all over. Imagine we get a Sal Vibes festival for independence. Independence can come celebration. Nothing entertainment wise not happen at the country. But now if my office gets like a commission or a directorate, you get a budget well funded. You can able to do this kind of festival, call all you company them. You know, when I come, when I celebrate the country in a positive light.
So you don't with all you don't talk so. For more they appoint you, you get office.
Of course, yes.
Outside the office day.
58 Battle Street. Right opposite Creole Wendy's.
So let's talk about the budget allocation and the support for more appointments because I remember the last Civic Fest last year we've been take part of
right.
And we be make a statement. You get some challenge we be bring out saying that this don't they unbug you office for able for carry on you work them. So right. It's not be the challenge and budget not be one way you talk about.
Well, you know, a very difficult way to work under a ministry. You know, the ministry, like say the Ministry of Tourism, then get their own agenda. Then get their own priorities them, then get their own difficulties the way then they deal with. So for you tag along with them, where you get all the energy, all the ideas, all the activities the way you want to do, it can get tough sometimes, So, throughout the years, we don't get some support, here by there for maintain the office, for pay the rent, 1 or 2 activities them here and there, where we fully they retire for, we they show accountability, and we just they hope for the situation outside we go fully be independent, because the entertainment and the creative sector is very huge. We deal with so many people, them the expectations they high, me just they try to do the best out of a very difficult situation.
So, Ambassador, one quick clarification: your office, the budgets or the support we forget from government under the Ministry of Tourism, we forget them.
Yes, for now.
Okay, so now we look for when you take up office as entertainment ambassador from 2021 to date. What are some of the things that you go say you're able to achieve now your office?
Well, plenty things and they, not to the big one that we all man they look for, like the auditorium, or recently about a year ago, I know say plenty people and don't know say the office been play a great role for assist artists them for travel going to the United States. The likes of Rap G, Melody, the legendary Mama Ami Kalon, Lamzi P. This is about like 5 artists them we go perform at the United Nations, now America, through the entertainment office. Plenty of them come back, they still they do their thing, but now they go door open for them. And that's my role, for create opportunities for me colleagues them, as a special envoy. I've achieved that. Waiting we look forward for achieve now in the future, now for see how best we will regulate the industry. Regulate with him means, me office not get it for bet legally too much. Basically enough for engage, come up with ideas, create activities them we will be able to do as an industry. But now, if we will regulate the industry, the office they try for really engage and embark on that this year. Okay. So that laws them go do who they buying we. Everything will go scatter. Look now, you get them where legacy, then the toxic and thief in song. Law they for protect somebody in song. We go record in our studio. We need for tackle that.
So the artists here they represent our relationship with the Talek, because I remember if you take up this office, you make plenty appointments them, and with suicide people they come out and denounce this appointment, say they don't want for work under you, they don't want this appointment. So why we don't Talek for you?
No, well I don't say them denounce them. Plenty people I mean be part of the board, but a different way you work, we sacrifice. I would say 70% of my own job na sacrifice. At the sacrifice, meaning you don't get every month salary. You get for really just one for contribute and support. Not all man get that same approach there. Some man can come and be part of something for 1-2 months. If you see say salary not day, nothing not the flow, they come on, So now that kind of situation they offend myself, after I create the board, but we really just pray, say the government go see the need for really treat the creative industry with seriousness. Okay. Meaning really support, because Nigeria didn't do them. But back again for flip the coin, we see why they're reluctant for doing, because how you go invest in an industry where they're so disunited, where the possibility that appoints every time you come up with something, an initiative, you get a group of people who come and where they begin sabotage them, where they begin fight against them. What I mean? Like I'll give you an example. They talk to one man, a very big man in the country. He may help an artist for do a push campaign. So he discussed with another incumbent big person, say help the entertainment industry, give them money for so and so. The first question with the person ask is, they're not fed yet. Can you imagine? This is what they think about us. Okay,
Ambassador, let me go back. My colleague asked you about budget. You seen at the Ministry of Tourism, they give budget for run the affairs of your office. Right. Let me know inside the past years, what the amount of money can come here in and out, if any specific budget did to that.
Well, I'm not going into details.
On a request you can make.
Yeah, the request, because of course you get for pay the office. The office we don't maintain it for over 3 years now, and taking care of our office, you get for run the office, you get for get stationery, you get for get EDSA. So things of that nature. Now then they mostly can have.
You get the money, we can request at any time?
Yeah, that's why the office is still open. But you understand how civil service work. So sometimes entertainment and civil service, it's tough. You understand? Civil service, they get their own rules, they get their own way out and they walk out and they do things, and you're not entertainer, you're not right now. You get this idea, you want to happen right now, you know? So it's a whole different thing. I think we will be productive if they're able to allow we for operate on we own. No disrespect to the Ministry of Tourism, you know, the minister is a wonderful lady, you know, Madam Nabila Tunis, you know, but I just feel, for creatives, now look, we can't get a new president of All Stars. You know, I don't engage them. I get a series of meetings with them. Collabo don't resign. You know, so it's a beautiful thing. You know, people are energized. We get so much, like the trending of the Sal vibes. You know, beaucoup positive things that don't begin happen.
Okay.
You know, and we look forward to
more.
We
continue for look at anything later on the program, but we go again and take this commercial break.
Bloomberg Digital Banking don't come for we.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Na bank I dey run go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko cuts your eye.
But Abule fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom anytime na the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Aisatu Bloomberg Digital.
Aha! Aisatu Bloomberg Digital.
Yes, na me name. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloomberg Digital Banking.
Bingo! Waiting you dey wait for. Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store, or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit our website, bloombankafrica.com.
No left piano, cause Bloomberg Digital they make you bank
with Colats. Bloomberg Africa. Let's make it happen.
I praise me Allah inside this Ramadan.
Kini Joseph, oh so you dey run dey go sola dey holy you. I don't mind scororo. But that kebo my dey cambo, my dey go correct money. Tell me picking I don't save money for me but for the family. You know you read the news. I say PC foreign exchange bureau. The master sabi foreign exchange bureau na the country. They samba una with them Ramadan 1% cashback bonus. I say for any money where you go collect na any PC and Son shop, whether na through Western Union, MoneyGram or RIA, you go get 1% bonus cashback. So you will get from bull overseas. We go send for you money for this Ramadan. You pick it in school fee, the house rent, money for pool zakat. No collect them no side. Once na through Western Union, MoneyGram or RIA, just go collect them. Now PC and Son shops them all about the country. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the Combra Foreign Exchange Bureau.
Union Trust Bank, they are for you. If you know I am papa banking business, no way.
This now the UTB Ramadan and Lenten transfer promotion. Receive and win inside this holy season. This now 2-in-1. For the mega raffle with 25,000 new loans in prizes. First prize now 10,000 new loans. Second prize now 7,500 new loans. Third prize now 5,000 new loans. And fourth prize now 2,500 new loans. You see, inside this promotion, all man now winner. For qualify for this raffle, you are simple. For any money where you receive through Western Union, RIA, and MoneyGram, where they above 2,000 new loans, you stand chance for win one raffle ticket for the draw and self get chance for win the UTB pack. Because UTB wants make all man win, you self will receive below 2,000 can self win the UTB pack. Win a notebook, pen, and bag. So what you need to wait for inside this Ramadan and Lenten season? You stand chance for win big with the Union Trust Bank Ramadan and Lenten promotion.
Bank, they are for you. If you know I am papa banking business, no way.
The Ministry of Transport and Aviation and the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority (SLRSA) not gladdy for the way and manner where certain people them where they use the road they behave. Driver and rider them more the time where traffic can jam. Plenty pan them more keke rider them all the time they ride na the wrong lane where they make the traffic number flow fine. The SLRSA, they member all driver, rider, and vehicle owner them say for use the route where you not get right for use. Now serious offense under the Road Traffic Act 2007 and the Road Traffic Regulation 2011. Now the routes or lane where they approve no more you for use. You for obey the sign them, marking and traffic instruction them. Make sure say you safe and the one themselves where they use the road safe. Now the Ministry of Transport and Aviation will join on with the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority (SLRSA) and all who that they undertake and transport business bring this message to you.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue and we bring come this edition.
And me your name na Cheng Rajala and inside the program we continue for look at more other issues. We take one power headline materialism. Also according to the Global Partnership for Education, they appoint President Julius Madabi as champion for sustainable education financing because of the reform them we don't do na salon education from 2018 to date. They make this announcement March 11 this year in Washington DC in the United States of America, where they talk about the thing them we then for give more strength to quality education at the world. Kabia gets more and gonna report.
The Global Partnership for Education, an international organization where they bring together government, development partner, civil society organization, and the private sector for support education and development country them. The main aim of the Global Partnership for Education now for make sure say every Peking gets access to quality education, especially in a country them where they face poverty, war, or development challenge. The Global Partnership for Education, they support education reform, also then they help country them for getting to the education system, improve learning quality, increase access to school. This partnership also they get a couple from international donor them for support education program them na the world. According to the Global Partnership for Education, the reports where they do show say education still a face serious challenge na the world. Outside they say 270 million Peking them and young people them across the world still not they attend school, and say the one day where they go school still not get the basic facility them because of this situation. Make they don't launch one global financing campaign where they call the Multiply Possibility. This campaign aim for raise over $5 billion from donor them and save add $10 billion from co-financing partner them. This money what they go don't get them go support more than 90 countries them for get strength to the education system and improve learning opportunity towards 750 million Peking them na the world. As part of the efforts, make them appoint global leader them as champion for sustainable financing for education. Then champion ya their work now for raise international awareness, mobilize political support, and encourage governments them for invest more for the education sector. Salona one part the country them where they benefit from this couple, where this make March 11 this year. Now the United States of America, inside Washington DC, the Global Partnership for Education don't announce President Julius Madabi as champion for sustainable financing for education. According to them, President Bio go work with other leaders them, young advocates them, and development partner them for come together and mobilize political leadership and international cooperation for expand the sustainable financing for education across the world. President Biodis in role go help for talk about the importance of investing for education at the world as the world they face rapid technological change, economic challenge, and climate change them. According to the Global Partnership for Education, they appoint President Julius Madabi na this role because President Julius Madabi from 2018 where in government take power and be launched the free quality education school program where this they say don't increase the enrollment in school to 50% add over 1 million new land na them na the education system, and safe they do the school feeding program to plenty pikin them na the country. Where him they accept this role, the President Julius Madabio, before still thank you to the Global Partnership for Education. As he say, the appointment where they appoint her as champion for sustainable financing for education show say and don't make progress by in free quality education program where in the implement that in country. As he say, the free quality education now one by government priority area them from 2018. Uta say in government no invest plenty couple on this sector. President Julius Madabio continue say education na foundational opportunity and national development. As he say, if leader than at the world invest papiki education, that is say go empower the next generation for build strong society, drive innovation, and give more future to Africa and the world. President Julius Madabio be end up say, and go make sure say and work together with in company for say they're able for talk to development partner them, talk to leader them, so that they go invest more na the education sector na the world, so that speaking them when in say not they go school, and the one they will not get better quality education go get them. For Radio Democracy, you know Kabia the reports. Well, the program we listen to na Good Morning Salon, and we will bring this edition. My name na Kabia.
And my name na Chengno Jalo. And inside the program to get Ambassador Caldine within the program to talk about in career as an artist and self-voting. You don't do as an entertainment ambassador.
Ambassador, one part you work there recently. We've been see also be bring different people together. The producers, them artists, them like conference on a go. And yanda go talk on different things for push the entertainment industry. One thing on talk about now the Sal vibes, and also on bring them together. They bring people them for get beats where this we go call and say now we own salon beats where people go use them for do different songs then like they already do now America and Nigeria, Ghana, also and get the Afrobeats and other one then. So take me through why this Sal vibe important and why that conference still not be making.
Well, you know, throughout my experience as an artist, you know, traveling the world, you know, seeing how markets then they work and how countries then they blossom, I come for realize say identification and signature are very important. You know, even in America, you get some artists that will come on at down south, then down south state, Mississippi, you know, because no more they don't want for do music like how they do in New York or like how they do in Los Angeles. People then they embrace them more because they be themselves. You understand? So I look at South Africa. South Africa, there was a time where you get the sound of Brenda Fassie, you get Lucky Dube, now that name in the 80s and the 90s. Then come to a point where now a DJ come up with this piano thing. You know, he begin play at the clubs, people then begin vibe to them till the thing blossom. Everybody else begin embrace them. Ghana, they get high life, they get hip life. You know, they create a signature sound for themselves. Well, as soon as you hear them, you say, oh, now Ghana music, then they, you know, we come to a point where we just take from here, take yanda, take so, you know, we make our own music. We don't get our own signature. And we get great traditional sound. You know, we get the Keling, we get the Bubu, we get the Gumbe. We get so many. We get the Salia, waiting Salia, I mean, they do in the 70s. You know, we get great traditional instruments. Then if we able to bring them, so, you know, we modernize them, we infuse them, then they go carry, we go far. So that's what Sal Vibes is. Sal Vibes now the idea for them to get a signature sound. You know, yes, you get the professionals who will begin to say, oh no, you get to prepare well, you get to get packs them, you get to get this, you know, but mean not let for work. Way like you always they second guess yourself. You know, I think say leaders them way actually they get things done. Now people already take the bull by the horn. You know, if you get an idea, push on it. We go fix whatever we need to fix as we go along. We'll get subsequent one them. Everybody can come with another idea. But now we don't start. You know, now we get a rhythm.
So whose sound they have been put together for bringing this Sal vibe?
Well, you know, we come to the hip hop side, we get the Gumbe, the Bubu, because Bubu they go with anything. Bubu they go with reggae beats, and they go with hip hop, and they go with Afro beats. You can take anything, they infuse them. So, you know, I do Brutus and Judas. We in the me first do for introduce the idea. You know, then after that, now you don't get Samza, don't do Speedo, don't do plenty other great rappers in the country. They jump on and people they ask for the beats every day. You know, then now you get the Gumbe sounding one where in mellow, you know, Fine Face don't do your own. Mr. Press, a young artist, Della Mandi pa work on your own, Musbide pa work on your own. You know, so many great artists they where they ask for the beat right now. We want to jump on.
Let me talk, but because you say this now oneness, right. I mean, let all man come together. We do a particular sound way. All man go play on, jump on, and take solo music to another level. So if you took down the inclusiveness, very much important. Right. Now the people way be they inside all this they happen.
Well, you know, we get Ali Conte with a legendary producer that produce all the hit songs for Dry Eye Crew. You know, I love this lady, yeah. All her songs in the Mabinti. So when you talk about salon sound, Ali Conte is like a veteran, a pioneer. You get Fad, we produce with the Sena and Godong. You the Batade, you the how that song did natural. He was part of the retreat Oduna Kailao. Then you get a young producer with him ABM. When Sef they produce, very good. You get Mike Gino within American Sierra Leonean producer, and Sef understand the vision. So we get so much great young minds and veterans them. We will help give their own input for the way we will come up with the traditional Sierra Leonean sound and not stop just naya. You know, this is not just the introduction phase. After this one, you get forget other one they will follow. Different style beats them. We will get for experiment. You know, when they pull out even an album, now experiment. You see how they put all them 14 songs there, gamble, maybe one go kick. You understand? So now that period they will do. But so far the feedback has been incredible.
Okay, Ambassador, we come to you. Now we go na studio one. Let me listen to some of the songs them we artists then do. You know, one post we do Ibutos and Judas. Another artist them Fine Face. Another one them more listen to the song where they do they use this Sal vibe.
Thank you. yeah. That's how we do it in Sierra Leone, man. Sal vibes. Our culture, our pride. Real spitters only. Count never. Hey, yo, that kind of scene, man. Hey, yeah, the one pull chest, the one contest instead of music. Yeah, they come with loud contents. Cow no they allow nonsense. Left the wind at the back, man don't pass long sense. Wahala don't they? No mix people like in you for fala don't pay. Fake niggas, yeah the Honda Jaga bombe. Count a blessing to keep up. We don't get the prayers for me, papa don't lose gay. Si beaucoup Brutus, si beaucoup Judas. Tell them they can do more, cause plenty we don't do pass. Big West baby, man taking tuba. Fearless, not afraid like a una. Microphone Freddy Cougar came from selling sugar. I believe in God and they pray to sell the tuba. Mic to mic battle.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
So my chico, sitting at the office, I don't crush the ego. First class flights, shining like the sun, then I just flashlight. Fed body, yeah, they must backbite. Fuck them juju, they don't tough past Christ. I'm the illest to the iller, they don't go ever kill her. The space I consume, they don't go ever fill her. Fuck them all, I don't crush them all. Get a large family, don't trust them all. So explain, they want bring benefit to it, not to their strength. Cow falling off, that's forbidden. I'm the fella that they always digging. Keep going off, so this is always biffing. First looking fast, then he eating chicken. Man of bull, Scotty Pippen. They say cow try land. I want to go try land with a close case. Now only 5 grand. Next level shit. Now man they perform with my band. Please tell us these, I'm getting hella bees. So much drama like I live in Tel Aviv. Wife is so pretty, better than Genevieve. The Don. Yes, the ruler before predicted the future, like could have been no. Head na container, like them see where they was a key. Controlled by none other.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the
news,
people.
reviews, and entertainment. Stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy. 98.1, simply the best.
Say no go be, it don't know. Them people say we no go reach there, catch we before. Them people say no go be it don't high. Them people say we no go reach there, catch we before. I'm asking them back a yard. Them they wonder we change. Hey, them for no say them not so good ya. Not to the power girl
Democracy, the true voice of the people.
You not trust nobody. Nobody. Make you not trust somebody. Nobody.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
If I go trust and believe somebody, only me mama. Doctor say
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
my baby send me to hospital, but I'm betrayal. It must meet you, so make you no surprise if we trust
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
Survive. Yeah, let's go. Me head up like the sky, that's how my hustle is. Never look down on myself, I don't break my promises. Every successful move I make, I keep her silence. Walk na net and grab the money, no shortcuts for my dreams. Bricks at 6 to me, make me head the big and me just the spread. Mama pray for me, God shine a light to me, now my head is scared. From zero to hero, no more bread and butter, now na chicken and bread. From the ground to upstage, the most talk about my million fear. Yes, them go pressure you in top, but you stop. But the diamond go always shining bright, see like them hide them inside gravel. Not all great can wear crowns, so man no need approval. The few one that we believe in, I'm not saying can do. I can't say speed good and get potential.
So we hope safe we listeners they don't listen to some of the songs they way some artists then do, including Caldinero, Speedo, Zamzam, Bakiteno, and plenty other one they find face where they do when they use this song. And Ambassador, this is not the first thing where we don't introduce this song. And it's about the producers the way they them people here for the first time then come now they use this beat and we don't they see how we don't they play them, don't they see the review of people how they don't they accept this song. For let you bring them come together and do this song and use their sound there. What's not be impression for let the artists they able to master this sound?
Well, thankfully the artists they always on the really jump on the soul vibes. Now visionary artists them. Now artists them we understand, say, this idea is very good and not just good for Caldinero, it's good for we all. Definitely, if me not just a selfish person, I would just do like what I do that me on the Brutus and Judas, I keep on to myself, I continue for promoter, but I want to create a movement from within. What do you mean by creating a movement from within? Before you begin think about Grammy Awards, before you begin think about international or global dominance, you get forget things shaking first in your country. We get a signature sound. After that, we get a movement. Let like be a man and begin say, oh, my man, then I say, sound, then we get a signature and an identity, so that's how they try for create. Then from then now, that's how people will begin pay attention to we, Grammy now, MTV now, we get a movement going. You get the Sierra Leoneans and the diaspora, who they look forward for. The beat limited to just the A and B list artists them for now. We get so much underground artists that we want to, we know they partake, we say no they get the beat, but we get for maintain the value for us. Okay. The value meaning, if everybody jump on them, then some artists no go and jump on it again. Okay. They be like,
so Kaola come inside a quick one, sorry for jumping to the conversation.
Right.
You say when they expect say the beats are available right now, when I want for distribute and to big artists them because I don't want for the value the sound so far.
Yes.
What are the turnout when they get from big artists and for participate
Oh man, it's coming along, man. It's coming along. We get artists them from Australia, from England, from London where they call for the beats.
How big are they?
Like known artists.
Names them.
Like what I mean? Buberi, when I expect something from Buberi, it's coming. Like Lindis, like legendary artists. Of course, I Tribe in our studio, they work on something on them. Mahmoudi, the Australia is coming. You don't receive the beat melody. We got so many artists. Them
where is the elegy?
They're more than welcome.
But they don't show interest.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to detect right now. I'm not going to be able to say, but they're more than welcome for jump on them. They're actually one little jump on them.
But they're not showing interest.
Well, I don't reach out yet. To be honest, maybe I need to reach out.
You reach out to Buberi and others we mention.
Yes.
Why you not reach out to Legend Grizzly Kid?
Well, the other one and they are prioritized first.
Over the Grizzly Kid LJ?
For now, yeah. Everybody gets your opinion.
So Daisy, people can say in song they are there for the new schools and the Gen Z them and all, and without this boo boo, some people they like boo boo and all that thing. Right. How soon we go see Cardinal reach out to Daisy and Seth LJ for letting back jump into the Sal vibe?
I hope so you let how Becky Ten will kill him though, eh? Becky Ten will just released yesterday. He killed it. I mean, that one of like the most talented young artists that really come up.
Because if you talk about big artists, a legendary league, Seth get that kind of recognition, the more we I think say themselves important in this one.
They're more than welcome to work on it.
But you go reach out to them as ambassador.
Yeah, in due time, definitely in due time. I really hope. I'm optimistic.
What about Famous? Because don't see when can pull each song there. No, you don't reach out to them.
Right. Famous, we're not able to talk since say relationship. It'll take time for grow for come back to him and they when I know say women previously in our courts. But God don't pass that now. So hopefully in due time, and we're used to this kind of Sal vibe because this they do already, now Gumbe music they do already. So now I learn this. So we really go be happy for area and for jump on something. Sometimes, like you can put the competition and negative energy aside, just do the music.
Okay.
Imagine right now Famous take this beat to jump on it, just kill him. That plus to Ram. Not a plus to Caldinero, now plus to Ram. So we ever look at say the messenger, because that cow initiative. Sometimes we get the issues here. Some artists then because of ego, they don't want to fall in line for a certain thing. But look at the bigger goal, the bigger picture.
Okay. We the only day and take other issues inside the program. We also represent for the Salon DJs Union, Ibrahim Kuroma, Elias Prezo Kuroma, don't call on and company member them at the entertainment industry for come together and promote the country and entertainment industry. It talk this inside one interview to Radio Democracy where we be talk about the different thing them where they happen at the country entertainment industry and the role way DJs Union they play in this sector. Explain what Mamelamin can be inside this interview.
Well, the union will be formed in October 2012 on the basis of for unity prevail among Sierra Leonean DJs then, and also a form for cater for the welfare of the DJs and within and outside Sierra Leone, as long as a Sierra Leonean DJ. And the union don't contribute positively towards its membership, and also don't contribute towards the growth of Sierra Leone music.
So as a union, and also somebody who gets a vast experience in entertainment, Nazaro, how you would describe the current status of the country entertainment industry?
To be honest with you, the industry not move it as an industry. We only get individuals and we don't strive in their own way. We don't push themselves. We don't go different places to reach certain heights. We see growth take place. We see how salon people and support salon entertainment as far as the 2025 year concerned. So people are on they play different roles then in terms of pushing the music industry. So they talk about the holistic aspects about we moving as an industry or as a country. We are in with for one day part of conversations and way they do with music or entertainment in the world will not reach that side of it. And then they get for do with finance. The finance not we don't actually prove to each and every people outside there in the world say salon as a country get talents then, get artists and way able to compete internationally. If they get all the resources put together, they're able to compete and we still able to be part of the conversation.
You don't talk about financial challenge with music entertainment, but what are some of the other significant challenges? Because we talk to people, there's also people who believe the entertainment is divided. So what are some of the significant challenges then, quite apart from money issue with always?
People are not get this perception wrong over the past year. Say salon entertainers are not unite, so that make the industry not they go before. I beg for differ. And when you talk about entertainment specifically, now competition, anybody when a creative person or any side where 2-3 people and they do the same thing, naturally competition they exist between the people and they. So for let people like come together that 100%, not they, because everybody they strive for be the best at the end of the day.
Talking about also challenges and unity, and you don't think that the field of entertainment is vast experience. How you can describe the Office of the Entertainment Ambassador in terms of solving all them problems there and also for being unity? How you go as a South Six President you appoint Cardinal or serve as entertainment ambassador.
And also, I talk this also to the entertainers, and also in as much as I talk about Andy. We don't need to be friends before we come together and work on something where the benefits to all. So salon entertainers then, for the past years then, don't they take little things then or personal things then, bring them to a situation where nobody know for be passionate. It's be about you. If we for come together and fight for a cause, work together for let something happen, that moment they will need for come together. Even if we don't see one side. Now, the right thing where the president do for the first time, now the history of Sierra Leone, we get something from the presidency appointment, and let people also know this. Now, we fundamental rights as entertainers then, as Sierra Leoneans then, enshrined in the 1991 Constitution, Chapter 2, Part 12, under the fundamental principles of state policy for say government for support arts and culture, way pertinent to national development.
You are aware of the new sound where Cardinal the entertainment ambassadors with few of your colleagues who develop a sound where the name Sad Vibes. You are aware of that, and what's your impression about the new sound?
Well, to me, it's still battle of supremacy playing, and we all, not a secret, people know the disagreement with the producers then. And to my knowledge, 90% of the producers then, where they part of the association, they know the part of this. And not to show it for B. So it's about let the ambassador go back to the drawing table and put aside each and every differences for let it go be involvement, because the people and way they make up the industry, the only way they produce for them big artists, and they are not part of it. And not for be so. So if for be collective, something where they all for the parts of them, you understand? We should have a sound pack, which are people that go get a different thing. So what you see is the same beat, this artist can flop. That's somehow the Afro beat or the Amapiano they go. We person go regard that to be as a rhythm, you understand?
Okay, that now the president for the Salon DJs Union in Prezo Kuroma, as be the end interview to your reporter, Mohamed Lamin Kebe, saying the artists for come together as one for promote the music industry, you know.
So before Ambassador can respond, they take so other Tio gets for the producers them. The vice president for the producers and engineers na Salon Paul Parkinson say one challenge of the salon entertainment industry they face now where the ambassador Caldinero not agree for work with other people na the entertainment industry. Where this is say now in the Hamburg developments na this industry. Well, explain what to a reporter Fatou Gbagba.
Well, AMPSL, the union will govern every engineer and producers them. But we don't form from 2016. That we are the people who are the most times behind every good music where you go here. Nah, the union and we just govern they all together. Yeah.
All right. So this on a union get any kind of structure, like with the leadership structure where the union gets?
Sure, yeah, sure. We get the president, we go by the name of Lord Mo. We're a very known person already. You know, me and the vice president. You know, other executive members too.
All right. Salon entertainment industry gets different group them way make up the industry. They like we get DJs union, we get artists union, and we get producers them. Yeah. So you as a producer, are you able for assess, because the whole industry actually gets who that they lead the industry, right? When I'm Caldinero.
Yeah.
So you as a producer, are you able for assess in leadership style way they do all this while? Are you able for assess that?
Well, to me, personal one, I think say we get plenty things we need for be done, because when you get a leader, I think say you need for incorporate all the other, like when you just mentioned, the DJs, the producers, you need for engage with them. We need for collaborate, like put things in together, because everybody gets in way and in the field. At the end of the day, if we forget that together next day, we can able to come out with something. But I don't see that kind of thing they go on for all this past time. Everybody just doing your own thing. So to me, plenty of things they know they go right.
So you try for say Carl when are the president, not they work with other people and within the union, the industry, for say the entertainment industry go before.
I don't want to talk about other sectors. I just want for basically talk on the producer side. And as of now, we not been see that yet. You understand?
All right. So you they select that kind of collaboration where if we do to honor them producers them where in order to you see say that's they reduce the kind of a way how the industry for go.
Sure. Very, very sure. Because in any side, the head, they initiate so many things, engage with other people and see how the work will go on. To be very honest, I don't know. Like I say, I did talk on the producer's angle. We've not seen that yet.
One thing where the public want for know, now that since you don't say the president not agree for collaborate with owner for say the industry go before. But owner when are the producer them, owner ready for work with the president for say this salon musical industry go before. Owner say like owner ready for take up some of the responsibility them.
Sure. I'll tell you, we all not about pulling down anybody. This now the green, white, and blue we try for make.
Okay, well, that na the vice president for the producers and engineers na Salon Paul Parkinson. Where they talk to Fatu Insider interview day. As he say one challenge with the salon entertainment industry they face. Now with the entertainment ambassador Cao Dinero not agree for work with the different people in the industry that is said on the ambog them. Ambassador, you don't listen to President Koroma. President Koroma talk about the sound when he say because when any artists them they come vibe to the same sound that not called for. They don't listen to the DJs and to the producers them. They don't talk so they collaborate, they work with them. That they don't bring one challenge. There of recent we've been see after this before you meeting and for go put this sound together. We've been so say we invite the producers them. Then we go back now social media and the clients and they attend. We've been see back and forth between you and Lord Mo, and plenty people know Lord Mo say Naimi do one of his song them, Akuna Matata one hit song, another one them. You don't listen to the DJs them and the producers them. What do you make up of waiting and say?
Well, I go start with Prezo. I want to make it clear to and say we know the Falamakata because it mentioned say, oh, they are my piano, they know they do rhythm, the Afrobeats, they know they do rhythm. You see now this mentality of Falamakata, now we industry for stop. Oh, look how the Nigerians and they do them. No, we want to be original. We want to be creative. We want to start something where Guineans then go call it, Nigerians, Liberians then go call it, say, wow, look at every 3 months we get new rhythm of soul vibes for creative movement. They do like how South Africa they do with create your own signature. I mean, fella alone then create Afrobeat, not just in sound way me they tow it. After that, you don't pass on the whole Nigeria take them to the Afrobeat, they trend all over the world. Nominations at the Grammy. So you can get a vision. Certain people are slow for catch on at the moment, but maybe down the line they will catch on. You understand me? I think seeing that phase day we day. So I just want to make that clear. I read the brother Paul Parkinson say, the ambassador not they work with them. I feel for say, it's so far from the truth, because everybody knows say whatever they try to do, as long as not for the industry, not to coordinate in business, I they engage the people that are supposed to engage. I get a great relationship with the comedians and president, when I'm Mr. Desmond Benya. I get a great relationship with the film people them, Pastor Ea Momo, when I'm not the president now, cut across the DJs them, me and DJ Carlox, we always they engage, whatever I want to do, I they consult with them. They give me blessings and they give me advice. The producers them. To my own surprise, now so me another relationship they me and Lord Mo get in the past. We go consult, we go engage. I don't think say I don't go any government function where I knock out Lord Mo. At the column, there we go. The most recent one at December with the Ministry of Tourism and get an event Bintumani with the Jamaican artists them. I mean Lord Muwaka foot to foot go there. That we see on the throughout the event. Say it done, they're gonna use. So that this relationship will get. You understand me? And but I want to make one thing clear. One of the things first really affect we is all the unions here, the leadership not through selection, not through election. The need for go back to the drawing board for begin elect the leaders them. You understand me? Because you go just sit down when you begin everybody producers union. This thing on there around since Lord Mo don't be the president since 2016. Just now you begin hearing about them. So imagine what's been on there happen since then. Lord Mo says everything they do so he don't try to do something similar. Call them boo boo piano. But I don't mean calling company them. At least me call them. Me reach out to them while I do my own. You understand me?
Okay.
At the end of the day, this whole thing come to speculations.
Okay.
Thinking, oh, they don't give Cardinero $10 billion. Now you don't go sit on par. If I can't tell you, if I can't kunani force, waiting at the money ready inside this thing before they go kind now. Like this thing is not about money, it's about passion, it's about creativity, it's about trying for change the narrative for Salon.
Okay, Ambassador, we'll take few messages inside the program. This other one, they say Radio Democracy. Cardinero is not only an entertainment ambassador, but also a Sierra Leone heritage ambassador. The young man has dedicated his musical career to promote the Sierra Leone National Railway Museum. Following his visit to us last week, he has committed to champion the museum at Kleintown, Freetown. May God bless and promote him. This one they come up from Patrick Massacoy, Education and Outreach Officer na the National Railway Museum.
This other person on Facebook page, Hamidou M. Jale, they say fact that we the Sierra Leoneans do not value what is ours. Everything that is foreign is hailed. Ghana black soap, Ghana snuff, Ghana country clothes, Ghana slippers, Nigerian music, even when some do not have message.
And for McTen and New England Village, say Brutus and Judas is not just a normal track, but a track that is set to pave the way for the Sal Vibe sound. The song is produced by Mick Jones and mixed by mastered by Dankaye.
Okay. This other person, Abdul Joe Commander, they say, I mean, okay, they identify himself, they say they're Moyamba, and they say the ambassador they talk to, Salon problem and challenges now politics. They put we BM and development. All artists get their own political party's agenda.
From Ibrahim Tisena with Facebook page, they say the entertainment ambassador Cardinero has made significant effort to promote and uplift Sierra Leone music industry even before his appointment. However, jealousy and negative perception among some industry players continue to slow progress. The industry should embrace unity and collaboration so it can grow and compete with countries like Nigeria. When talent support each other, the industry wins.
This other person are super caps now for our Facebook page. They say, Ambassador, what will be your peace strategy by bringing all Sierra Leone artists together, especially in placing Sierra Leone music in the global stage?
Well, Ambassador, get plenty message, and the last one they read, you go check with Facebook page from Alusanjalo. They say, Ambassador Cardinero is a legendary. Continue to do your great work. This one they come up from AJ. Well, you get plenty message, then we go get them and read and see how you go able for move. So you go respond to them message.
Yes, somebody asked how we will try for bring the industry together for logo go international. You know, the fact of the matter here is we need support. The private sector, you know, the companies in Sierra Leone, they need to be bold enough for begin embrace we and see how best they can able bring some kind of credible support to the industry, because music goes with, you know, economical engagement or investment. You know, all this talk, we can talk from from A to Z. If credible investments not in the industry, not for nothing. You know, and the artists themselves get for land for being responsible. Like I mean, get a complaint where somebody called me from England where he invest about $15,000 per group na Salon. He signed them by a record contract. The people that don't honor the contract, then change by the person, they begin cost the person. You know, I don't call the group in name, but we get in kind of see how they happen where people in the plant bad seed, they make other people they not get mind for investing in our industry. People in the see like say that they're not credible, not just for the moment, you want this help. So we get to be responsible, you know, and we really pray, say, you know, the government, the central government will give you the foundation what we need for structural industry. It's very important.
Okay, plenty thank you to you for taking time and joining the program this morning. In Cardinero and in the entertainment ambassador na Salon. Once again, a pleasure for getting at the studio.
Thank you very much.
Well, also this program will for today. Plenty thank you to the production team. Mangi Mansari with support from Usman Kamara has since been there behind the DJs mix. They play with the
DJ Usman.
DJ Usman. We other DJ that one. We get for saying the DJs boots very soon. He left the newsroom. One for say plenty thank you to Ram and Sef DJ Keman, Mary Kamabango and Fatimata Samura Mekunaibu for watch we live now Facebook page. And we will bring this program to you today. My name is Nachengo Jalo.
And Ambassador one for say thank you, and also we'll get more of them song there, them big artists then go come, we'll go play on Radio Democracy, so that people go listen and plenty thank you go for the get you in the studio. Okay, my name na Yeno Kabia, I say tata.